Hello and welcome into the Red Sox Roundtable. I am your host, Nick Qualia, and here it is, part 2 of the Red Sox Roundtable on the Red Sox cheating scandal. Part 1 was released on Tuesday night. Let's get right back into it, where Alex starts it off by opening up the argument on how the Red Sox handled the whole situation. But before we do that, I need to tell you who powers our roundtables, and that is FanDuel. Attention fantasy football fans, the wait is nearly over because tonight starts the NFL season. Patriots versus the Chiefs at Gillette Stadium. What a game to open it up. Which, in turn, means that FanDuel is back. FanDuel is huge for the fantasy football everyday fans with new contests every single week, which means no busted seasons. You drafted Julian Edelman, it doesn't even matter because there are no busted seasons. You get to just redraft the following week. It's simple, and there's something for everyone with a ton of contests to choose from, starting at just $1. Just pick a contest, choose your team, and watch your score skyrocket in real time. Over 2.5 million players have won a cash prize playing fantasy sports on FanDuel. Sign up today by going to FanDuel.com, click the Join Now button, and use my promo code RedSoxBeat, all one word. If you use that code, you get to try FanDuel for free. That's right, I mean for nothing, you cheapskates. Nada, with absolutely no deposit required. Visit FanDuel.com to claim your free contest and play for a share of $10,000. Just sign up using promo code RedSoxBeat. That's FanDuel.com using promo code RedSoxBeat. Void where prohibited. Now let's get right to it. Part 2 of the CLNS Red Sox Roundtable.
I just have an issue with the way they handled it, too. With the way he threw his players under the bus, saying he knew they were cheating, but he only knew because he found out because of the media, and then telling them to ask the players.
Bad look. Bad look.
Again, the Patriots have been on the unfortunate side of some bad reporting, but they have handled things completely different than this, and they've survived it twice. Because they handle everything the opposite way John Farrell has handled it.
See,
and the players respect the coach.
Exactly.
I don't have a problem with the way the Red Sox handle this as a whole.
How do you not have a problem with
how?
it?
Because
what did they do that was right?
They didn't
try that was right.
They didn't try to lie their way out of it. They didn't try to lie their way out of it like everybody else does.
That's what you do. You lie your way out of it. Cheating is part of sports. I'm sorry. I do not understand.
What if there's hard evidence on that?
Cheating is bad. Let me ask you this, Nick. Let me ask you this. In basketball, and I promise I'm going somewhere with this. In basketball, what is a foul? What does it mean when you foul somebody?
When you hit them?
Yes, but why is it like it is a foul because it is what? A foul signifies you did something that is what?
Illegal.
Wrong. Illegal, against the rules. So intentional foul.
Yes.
Purposely breaking the rules. In other words, cheating.
Yes.
So every time an NBA team intentionally fouls, they're cheating. And then what do? They serve the penalty. The other team gets shots. That's what you do. If you cheat, you have to serve. Nowhere does it say, morally, yes, you can't cheat. And this isn't me on my moral high horse because I don't have one. The rules don't say you can't cheat. They say if you break this rule, this is the punishment. If you're willing to take the punishment, you can cheat all you want, and it doesn't matter. You're not going to look good morally, but in sports, if you win games, it really doesn't matter.
One of the opening lines of this...
You don't just come out and admit it, especially something this black and white.
One of the opening lines of this New York Times article is literally saying that the Yankees have video evidence. Guys, they're caught red-handed. They can't lie their way out of this.
Deflect.
No, just face the music. Get this over with. Get this out of the way, because that's how you're going to win games. You're not going to be distracted by this. If you lie, this turns into a bigger story than it is, and then it's going to be a distraction on this team. Now it's not a distraction on this team.
The issue is the beginning.
It's going to be over in 3 days, guaranteed.
No, it's not.
Guaranteed.
No, it's not.
Oh my God.
Get caught for that.
What's going to happen? What's going to happen in 3 days? We're still going to talk about this?
And run with it, just like they did with friggin' Eckersley.
Say this
and the plane.
That's a much different story. That's a moral issue.
How the media handles this is so crucial. If they knew for 2 weeks this was going to come out, I hate to go back to Spygate again, but I will. Why did Eric Mangini rat on the Patriots for Spygate? Because he was about to get caught doing the same damn thing. And he knew a true thing about the media and media perception, the court of public opinion. It doesn't matter if you do something as long as you don't get caught first. The Patriots took the brunt of that because they got caught first. There were 8 other teams, in addition to the Patriots, that got caught doing nearly identical or identical practices to the Patriots in 2007. Those teams, during the times they were participating in those actions, had a sub-500 record. The Patriots got the brunt of it because they got caught first, and they were actually good. The Red Sox were dumb enough to get caught, and they're not good enough to get out of it. Their only option was to deflect. Go to the Yankees. Go back at the Yankees. Get the story to the media before they do, which they couldn't do, which they weren't smart enough to do. For a team that's so PR conscious and so image conscious, they couldn't figure out how to turn this thing around.
They're not PR conscious.
John Henry's asleep at the wheel. Dave Dombrowski's asleep at the wheel. John Farrell's been asleep at the wheel since he got in the car. He sleepwalked to the car. He should have to blow into a freaking breathalyzer every time he steps in the dugout to make decisions for this team.
So you want them to you want them to deflect this and let this be a distraction over a team that is in the middle of a pennant race? There's only 2.5 games up over a hot Yankee team. This is not going to be as severe of a distraction right now going forward because they admitted it. There's not going to be an investigation. It's over. It's over. The investigation is over. The Red Sox admitted it. It's done. It's done.
They're still going to get punished for it.
Who cares? Who cares? It's not going to be as much. It's not going to be as much as the Cardinals fine, and that is a fact.
The investigation. And let's say the Red Sox had come out yesterday, before we knew about any of this, and said, we are accusing the Yankees of cheating with their yes cameras. Today, this would have been a footnote, and all this attention would have been on the Yankees. They could have gotten out ahead of it. They chose not to. I don't know if they were trying to take the moral high ground, which is dumb, or they're just dumb on their own. There's no more. If you take the moral high ground in sports, you lose.
So
what it is. It's not nice, but the world's not nice.
So let me ask you this: do you care?
They're totally oblivious.
Do you care if the Red Sox get $1 million fine and lose some draft picks?
Yes.
Because that's all that's going to happen.
Yes, I do care.
Unfortunately, that's all that's going to happen.
So then why does it matter that they admitted it?
Admitting it, I don't think changes the penalty.
That's what I'm saying. Now the distraction is going to be gone because the investigation is going to be over. We're not going to be talking about the headline on SportsCenter tomorrow. Isn't going to be, did the Red Sox cheat? They're not going to be getting questioned at their lockers. Did you guys cheat? Now it's okay. Tonight there might be some questions. Tomorrow, no, because it's over.
Oh, no.
The next day, no, because it's over.
Be questions
the day
tomorrow.
after that, no, because it's over.
If I'm a reporter, I'm going in there. John Farrell said he didn't know you guys were cheating. He didn't know the team was cheating, but he said you were aware of it. Care to comment?
Yes.
So, and the reporters won't stop till that question gets answered.
So you go to the
and
press
that is a
conference.
Question no player will answer.
So you go to the post-game press conference like there is after every game. You talk to Farrell. You go into the locker room. It's over. Whether or not it's 2 days, that's fine. 3 days, not going to happen. If you don't admit this and this goes in...
I appreciate your naivete, but this
there is none. Because I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. That's how Boston media works. If you lie about things... If you listen before you laugh. If you lie about things and let it stretch out and let the investigation get going and open up the world for more questions. Did the Red Sox do this? Why did the Red Sox do this? Who started this? Who began this whole operation? Then that opens up a line of questioning for the next month until the end of the season, whether or not they make it. If you admit it right away, you get $1 million fine, which I'm sure they can pay for. You lose a couple baseball draft picks, which realistically, who gives a crap about? And the questioning ends. Let's give it a week, even if it's 7 days worth of questions. After that, it's done.
7 days are huge.
It's done. It's done.
And I'm not necessarily talking about the Boston media. I'm talking about the national media. I'm telling you, it's inevitable. Somebody's going to go into the press conference tomorrow down at Gillette Stadium and ask Belichick what he thinks of this.
Who cares? Who cares if they ask Belichick? Who cares what Belichick thinks about this?
Of course he won't, and he shouldn't. But this is nowhere near over. The Red Sox can't hit tonight. There's going to be questions about, is there an issue with you guys not having the signs? That's going to be a question.
But what are you connecting? Belichick has nothing to do with this.
No, I know it doesn't, and that's the problem. This is good because it's Boston, and because of the history in this town, and because of the way these teams have been wrongfully accused of things in the past, this is not going to go away. The rest of the season, I forget if it was you, I think it was Adam who said it at the beginning of the show. The rest of the season, any night the Red Sox have a bad night, to talk the next day is going to be, in the majority, could they not hit because they didn't have the sign?
Yes, and then Nick said it's gonna be here for like the next 5 years, but all of a sudden now it's gonna be gone in like a 2 days.
Even if those questions linger, those are much less severe than if they were under investigation because those questions are still going to be there plus more questioning.
They're still under investigation, by the way.
Yeah, and they are still under. And I'm
still under investigation. They're going to get penalized for this. They have to get penalized for this because they got penalized last year for the whole international players thing, where they screwed that up. So this is the second time they've been cheating. This is the second time in like a year and a half that they've been cheating. They have to get penalized for this. If they don't get penalized for this, what?
No, Adam, keep going.
If they don't get penalized for this, what kind of precedent does this set? That you can just cheat however the hell you want to, and you're not going to get penalized for it?
And Manfred's been great through everything so far, so there's no reason to believe he won't stick to the book. The penalty's coming, but I don't think it's going to come as quick as you think, Nick. I think they're going to do – it's not going to end right away because you have to remember the Red Sox cross-accused the Yankees for the same thing. So now it's all tied together in one investigation. So this can't come to a head until the MLB finishes investigating the Yankees, which they're starting today. And it took 2 weeks to do the Red Sox investigation. So you can assume there's going to be at least 2 weeks until this penalty gets handed down.
Plus, then we're going to give out penalties like right before the playoffs start. Like that's what MLB is going to want to talk about is penalties given to the Red Sox because they cheated. Like,
yeah, but
they should want to promote the playoffs that are coming up.
Yeah, but do you guys remember
until the playoffs end, and then all of a sudden they could just like tuck it in during like the NFL
if the Red Sox
season.
miss the playoffs, it won't be a tuck-in. If the Red Sox miss the playoffs,
no, it won't.
It'll be enormous.
No.
But do you guys remember the Cardinals? Do you guys remember the Cardinals investigation? Because
that was the Houston Astros.
I know.
Yeah, that's not a big deal. Like nobody. Yeah,
but that's St. Louis Cardinals are one of the biggest teams in baseball with one of the biggest fan bases, and that was quiet because it's baseball
that in the off-season,
and it's not all over TV.
Because that wasn't that was a blue collar crime. That was really like office kind of crimes. That was
they hacked into the system. That's worse than what these guys did.
That was but corporate espionage isn't as sexy as cheating right on the field in front of the other team, in front of your rival. It's the Red Sox and the Yankees. How's the MLB going to package this? They're not going to try to slide it under the rug. The rivalry is back. That's the package.
Rivalry is back.
The Red Sox and Yankees are back. That's how they're going to push it.
Yeah,
all right.
They will try to hide the specific penalty itself, but this isn't going anywhere.
I bet they wish the Red Sox and Yankees were playing each other.
Right. If this was the Marlins and the Twins, yeah, it goes away real quick. But it's the Red Sox and the Yankees who are in a pennant race with 26 days to go. I just
don't agree. I just don't agree. Alex, give me your closing thoughts.
Huh?
Give me your closing thoughts.
You don't think that the New York media isn't going to bring this up again? Really?
Of course they will, but hey, guess what? You don't face the New York media all year. The series are done, baby. The series are over.
They're not
necessarily.
Unless the playoffs. If playoffs happens, that's a different animal. Adam, give me your closing thoughts. Stop asking me questions.
I didn't really get to say anything. It was like you and Alex were going back and forth for like 25 minutes anyway. So I had to interrupt to get a word in.
I'm sweating.
Guy talking about Spygate. I mean, who cares? The Patriots cheated. Who cares?
All right, Alex, give me your closing thoughts.
All right, before we go down that road, I hate to bring up Spygate again, but I'm gonna reiterate something.
Oh, of course. Let's talk about Spygate.
that I said earlier. Not necessarily Spygate. The Patriots did what they did. They served their penalty. The Cardinals did what they did, and they served their penalty. All 30 NBA teams cheat night in and night out, and they serve their penalty, and they move on. Anybody who's upset with the Red Sox on a moral basis doesn't understand sports, especially North American sports. There's no rule that says you can't cheat. What the rule says is if you break the rules in this way, this is going to be the punishment. If you accept the punishment, it's not an issue. During the Spygate saga, there were 8 teams that had identical practices to the New England Patriots that had an under 500 record. It's not necessarily about what you do. It's being dumb enough to get caught and being dumb enough to be the first to get caught. And the Red Sox did both, doing something that is much, much easier to hide than any sort of cheating scandal we've seen in any sport in the last 10 years. The last person to cheat this, obviously, was Barry Bonds. And you know what? Barry Bonds is still if you go to Cooperstown, Barry Bonds is still the all-time home run leader. The fact that the Red Sox did this, were stupid enough to get caught, and couldn't even give themselves enough of a cushion where if it became a distraction, it wouldn't matter, is utterly pathetic. They need to gut this team in the offseason, and don't tell me, well, if they make the playoffs, everybody's going to stay, because this team isn't making the playoffs. They are done. We're in for a spectacular slide. Get the popcorn ready, because there's going to be some big-time fireworks at Fenway Park this next month.
All right.
Thank God the Patriots start on Thursday.
Nothing. That's my thought exactly, too. I'm just emotionally exhausted from the season. All right. That was the Red Hot Take Central Roundtable. I am your host, Nick Qualia. Again, alongside Alex Barth and Adam Ballou. This was brought to you by FanDuel. Everybody have a great night. Thank you for listening.